Hello, friends. Welcome to the Club Passim virtual open mic here this last day of February 2022. I'm going to turn that off so I don't echo myself. We are thrilled to be here presenting music with you here online. We have many shows finally coming back up in the club over the next several months. We are going to be back there just about 7 nights a week. We don't have a show this upcoming Friday, but apart from that, we've got a pretty stacked calendar with lots of great shows. Make sure you visit passim.org to find information about all of that. And please consider making a donation tonight to this event. If you go to passim.org/open mic, you can make a donation. We're suggesting a $10 donation to help keep programming going. It's been a rough couple of years, as you can imagine. And we are thrilled to be doing this, but we can only do it with the help of folks like you, not just tuning in, but by chipping in as well. So please do make a donation if you can at passim.org/open mic. That's also where you'll find information about how you can sign up for future open mic nights. And something we're relaunching tomorrow that we started a couple of years ago is the Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund, or the PAIR Fund. We're starting a reboot of that and raising money starting tomorrow. So please visit passim.org/PAIR Fund. This is going to be more of a project-based fund, and so people can submit for records that they've worked on, or any sort of actual music related expense as far as recording and getting your own music out there. So please make a donation if you can, and the application process will be opening up as well. We've got some great music coming out soon. Marcarelli just launched a new Kickstarter today, and we'll drop the link for that in the chat. The Kickstarter was just launched today, and it's already been fully funded. Now, with Kickstarter, what you're normally doing is you're putting an amount up there that is hopefully attainable, and because it's an all or nothing venture. And so it is usually lower than your actual expenses and costs are going to be. And the more money that comes in, the better the record's going to do. It's going to get to more ears. It's just, it's going to have better promotions. So please make a donation to Marcarelli's Kickstarter if you can. We've got another performer who's playing tonight, Owen Kennedy, who's got his own Kickstarter going. So make sure we'll put the link for that in there as well. Make sure you're supporting artists. This is how music is made these days. And in a time when people are streaming music and not paying for it, or not paying the artists for it anyway, we need to be helping artists however we can, and this is how we do it these days. So please do buy music wherever you can. Even if you are streaming, go on Bandcamp and throw some money to artists that way, because it really does help folks out. Well, we have got our open mic. It's happening. It's happening right now. We're going to start it off. Our first performer for the night is Tom Bolio. Hey, Tom, how are you?
Good. How are you, Matt?
Good. I haven't seen you in ages. I mean, I think the first time I saw you was probably at the Blackthorn Tavern. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Back in the 90s. Well, it's great that you're still kicking and doing this, and we're happy to have you here. Take it away, Tom.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, this first song I'm going to do is a Bruce Cockburn song. Look at them working in the hot sun. kind of mystic jewel, waiting for a miracle. You rub your hand across the grimy pane in hopes that you can't see. You stand up proud, pretend to be strong in hopes that you can be. Like the ones who tried, like the ones who died, trying to set the angels in us free. While they're waiting for a miracle. Struggle for a dollar, scuffle for a dime. Step out from the past and try and walk the line. How come history's got to take such a long, long time while they're waiting for a miracle? Waiting for a miracle. While they're waiting for a miracle. Waiting for a miracle. Okay. This next song I wrote a long time ago. I've done many versions of it. The Widow. The widow shows a scene of fire burning in a distant land. There is a flower in my hand for her. As I pause, can hear her softly searching through the drawers to find a cause, though it would not change a thing. Taking her time, the only way it goes. A darker past than mine would put a sharper edge upon the sword that she has hanging on her side for me. As I wait, she'll be throwing stones against the walls, crash the gate, holding up what's left inside. Could I be here passing time in vain? That's the widow.
That's Tom Bolio kicking things off here at the virtual open mic from Club Passim. Great to hear from Tom again. Do make sure you visit passim.org/open mic. Consider making a donation. It helps keep this programming alive. We are back in the club more often than not these days with a lot of great shows coming up. We're going to be virtual tomorrow night to kick off Women's History Month with Women in Song, and I'm super excited to have that. That was a show that Abby Altman and Rachel Sumner put together last year, and we're doing it again this year. Really, really interesting stories about women and their stories in song. So we're excited about that show tomorrow night, virtually here on the internet. Coming up next is someone that we got to have at our last in-person Campfire Festival, and it is very exciting to have them back here online for us. Please welcome Noah to our virtual stage. Hello, Noah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's been a long time.
It feels like it has been a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, you came and did at least one of the in-person open mics back in the fall or summer. I can't even remember anymore.
The summer. I think the last time I performed here was the Labor Day festival.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, how have you been?
I've been good. I've been busy with school.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I like how your setup right now looks like there could just be a mirror behind you because there's a keyboard and then a keyboard behind you. But then I suppose there would be another one of you behind you if it was a mirror.
Yeah. I didn't have time to set up any. I usually have like fun.
Have your lights and everything.
But I didn't have time today, so next time.
Well, I'm expecting the drums to make an appearance there in the corner there on the floor, so you can work with that. Instead of a light show, there'll be a drum solo in the middle of the song.
I wish.
Well, I'm going to leave it to you to see what happens next. Take it away, Noah.
Thank you. Well, I have been having some writer's block lately, but one of my favorite singers, her name is Lizzo, and so I thought I would do a little medley of two of my favorite Lizzo songs. We're gonna start with Heaven Help Me, and then into 'Cause I Love You. Ain't dead, I'ma kill it 'cause it's killing me. Cold world, don't be living in a fantasy. Got me, it's the only thing I ever need. Heaven help me. Love ain't dead, I'ma kill it 'cause it's killing me. Look, love is a drug, methamphetamine. D-A-R-E, love you hooked on me. Yo, who you think you sassy? Say whoa, baby, I'm a classic. Say whoa, something like a. Say whoa, got you going psycho. Oh no, thought you got your ship rocked. Say whoa, catch you with the TikTok. Say whoa, time's up on these mother truckers. Say whoa, what you say, what you say? Say whoa, if you think you got me, took my pride. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I need to get you out of my life. Can I get an amen? Heaven help me. Love ain't dead, I'ma kill it 'cause it's killing me. Cold world, gon' be living in a fantasy. Got me, it's the only thing I'll ever need. Heaven help me. Love ain't dead, I'ma kill it 'cause it's killing me. Look, love is a drug, methamphetamine. D-A-R-E, love you hooked on me. Hit him with the Bible. Say whoa, hit him with the drive-by. Say whoa, hit him with the dry cry. Say whoa, then you get a new guy. Hello. If you think you got me, took my pride. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I need to get you out of my life. Heaven help me. Love ain't dead, I'ma kill it 'cause it's killing me. Look, love is a drop at the enemy. Tell me. I'm crying. 'cause I love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Never been in love before. I don't wanna feel these feelings, no. Once upon a time I was alone. I don't wanna be alone no more. Got you something from the liquor store. Little bit of Lizzo and some more. Trying to open up a little more. Sorry if my heart's a little slow. I thought that I didn't care. I thought I was love impaired. But baby, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm crying 'cause I love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Got me standing in the rain. Gotta get my hair pressed again. I would do it, girl, you are my friend. Pretty baby, will you be my man? Wanna put you on a plane, fly you out to wherever I am. Caught you on the low, it was a shame. Now I'm crazy about to touch your name. I thought that I didn't care. I thought I was love impaired. But baby, listen, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm crying 'cause I love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I thought that I didn't care. I thought I was love impaired. Baby, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm crying 'cause I love you. The end.
Great to hear you, Noah. So you couldn't hear this, but you were overdriving a little bit, you know, on the piano.
Oh.
And so it was like metal AF, you know, like when you're hitting the low end on that, it was just like distorting and it was kind of cool in its own way. Don't look sad. Don't be
I'm
sad.
sorry.
We still love you, Noah. It's totally cool.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Take care. That's Noah, everyone. Keep an eye out for Noah. He's a serious talent. Really, really love having him here at the virtual open mic and at the in-person one too. Coming up next, another repeat offender here at our virtual open mic. We've got New Middle Class. Hello, folks.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Repeat offenders.
You're right. Mean no offense by that.
Can we make that the title of our next album?
The repeat offenders. Yeah, I think that works. It works. So what have you got for us tonight?
Okay, well, we're going to start off with a song that about a kind of guy that some of you might recognize, and if you do, you have my condolences.
I think he's a repeat offender. Yeah.
I know I forgot your birthday. I know I forget them all. And when I miss dinner 'cause I'm working late, I know I ought to remember to call. But really, is it so important? These things are easy to forget. And there's so much that I have to do. You forget things too, I bet. Guilty, I'm guilty. I feel bad about the situation. Guilty, I'm guilty. Guilty with an explanation. I should try to control my temper. I should try to control my tongue. And though I feel ashamed, I can't be blamed. It could happen to anyone. It's just a fact of evolution. We're all descended from the beasts. And when you make me mad, I can't help myself. The beast must be released. Guilty, I'm guilty. It was hormonal overstimulation. Guilty, I'm guilty. Guilty with an explanation. Yes, I feel guilt, I feel remorse, and I feel bad for you, of course. I don't want a fight or an expensive divorce. I'm just a victim of a biological force. I know I should have been faithful, but I cheated and I got caught. You got the right to be mad, I guess, but it was really not my fault. It was a momentary lapse of judgment, an irresistible fascination. You see, God created beauty, and the devil turned it into temptation. Guilty, I'm guilty. I had the means and the motivation. Guilty, I'm guilty. Guilty with an explanation. Guilty, guilty. There was a positive identification. Guilty, I plead guilty. Guilty with an explanation. Guilty with an X. Guilty with an X. Guilty with an explanation.
So we're going to do a very, very new song inspired by a text that we received from one of our daughters who let us know that she was one drink drunk. And Mike just said, wow, that's our next song. So here it is.
I see the taillights of your truck down the red dirt road. Looks like the last scene of some soap opera episode. And the moon comes up and the wind is blowing cold. I'm one drink drunk and my eyes are red. One drink drunk, it went straight to my head. Yes, I'm one drink drunk. It's sad but true. I'm only one drink drunk and I'm already missing you. It was our last night. Now I'm here staring at the floor. We've had our last fight. There's no one here to fight anymore. There's no going back to the way it was before. I'm one drink drunk, was it something I said? I'm one drink drunk, can't get you out of my head. Yes, I'm one drink drunk, it's sad but true. I'm only one drink drunk, and I'm already missing you. A glass of wine was once good enough, maybe a beer or two, but tonight I'm into the hard stuff, Jim Beam, and losing you. Somehow the moon tonight is sadder than the night before. And now I'm one drink drunk, that's all it took to get that heartache feeling and that lonesome look. Yes, I'm one drink drunk, think I'll go for two, because I'm one drink drunk and I'm already missing you. Missing you, already missing you.
That's New Middle Class, sounding great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That song will be from the the upcoming record, Repeat Offender. That's looking forward to it. Great to see you again.
You too. Thanks a lot.
You bet. That's New Middle Class, everyone. And now we're going to move on to some poetry. Please welcome Carol over to Bessing.
Thank you, Matt. And thank you for getting my name right. You're one of an elite few who was able to do that. I'm coming to you tonight from Woodstock, Illinois, which is about 60 miles northwest of Chicago. But my folk home was originally Passim. I was fortunate to live in the Boston area in the 70s and 80s and saw people like Odetta and Tom Paxton there, and then was at debut concerts of Priscilla Herdman and Nancy Griffith. And it's just wonderful to be back at Passim, at least virtually tonight. And one of my favorite performers, and the person I saw more than anyone else at Passim, was Bill Staines. Water and songs about water have always been part of my life. I have a great affinity for them. And so when I first saw Bill Staines in 1974 and learned about his songs, River, which he wrote later, and So Sang the River, I was so touched by those. On November 20th and 21st, I heard a friend sing the song Sailing Down My Golden River by Bill Staines, by Pete Seeger, and the next night heard Bill Staines do his River in what turned out to be his last performance at Passim. And thank you, Matt, for making that virtual so that I was able to see that, and also for giving the Woodstock Folk Festival permission to use a clip from that. So this song is dedicated to Bill Staines, this poem is dedicated to Bill Staines and all who sing about the river journeys of our lives, waterways of our lives. We sit by the shimmering sea, occasionally looking out, but mostly focusing on the castles we build in the sand. We create the world as we want it to be in these halcyon days, as we travel the waterways of our lives. We fish with our fathers at the babbling brook, watching the line go deep, then pulling it skyward. Our effervescent adolescent lives leap from low to high as we travel the waterways of our lives. We dive into the sylvan spring-fed pond, first swimming laps, then frolicking with delight. We believe hard work calls for hard play as we travel the waterways of our lives. We sit together quietly by the marshy bayou, taking a break from the jazziness of music and life. Our young love is filled with dreams, yet murky. as we travel the waterways of our lives. We sail on the wide open river as it winds toward the sea, navigating the swirling eddy and the dangerous dam. The river hurdles us on life's journey, then calms our restless soul as we travel the waterways of our lives. We gently paddle across the tranquil moonlit lake, synchronizing our motion as the water glistens around us. We are serene on this idyllic, love-filled night as we travel the waterways of our lives. We sit by the almost sacred forest stream, traveling strong and steady through these chiaroscuro woods. We reflect on what has been and what is yet to be as we travel the waterways of our lives. We are beckoned by the deep, boundless ocean today, setting sail for unknown lands with fear and awe. Our life mostly fulfilled, yet seeking new wonders as we travel the waterways of our lives. So life goes from sea to brook to pond, from bayou to river to lake, from stream to ocean, as we travel the waterways of our lives. For the second poem, I'm going to take you to New Orleans. Tomorrow is Mardi Gras, and it seems a little strange to be celebrating Mardi Gras when the world is in the midst of war. But New Orleans is about contrasts, and one of the things that's the biggest contrast is the funeral procession there, which goes from very solemn to something far more upbeat. So this poem is called American Gumbo, and it was written for Mardi Gras 2022. When the saints go marching in, we're walking to New Orleans. It's a closer walk with thee. So let's do the Mardi Gras mambo in celebration of our American gumbo. Find your fried shrimp po' boy, dig your dirty rice and beans, grab your beignet and muffaletta. Get the crawfish etouffee combo in celebration of our American gumbo. Step to the beat of the crew of Crescent City dames. Fly your hanky in the second line. Move to the Cajun two-step. Dance all night to the sultry limbo in celebration of our American gumbo. Italian and German, Dutch and Irish, Cuban and Finnish, Mexican and Polish, Russian and Ukrainian, Gambian and Indian, Chinese and Salvadoran, across a national zydeco in celebration of our American gumbo. The shallow Azov and the deep Congo, the lengthy Nile and the winding Yangtze, the mother Mekong and the father Mississippi, the raging Ganges and the romantic Po. Their peoples come to celebrate American gumbo. The passion, the tears, the laughs, the fears, love, hate, jealousy, despair, sadness, joy, fragility, strength, all turning in our inner turbo in celebration of our American gumbo. Thank you very much.
That's Carol Overtubessing. Thank you so much for performing for us, bringing your poetry. And so happy that we were able to broadcast Bill's last couple of performances, both his solo performance and the one with the Passim All-Stars. He is sorely missed here in our community. Coming up next, we are going to hear from a fantastic young fiddler from up in Maine who we got to have as part of our Celtic Festival BCM Fest back in January, the virtual version of that. He's got a new Kickstarter going for a brand new record. Please welcome Owen Kennedy. Hey, Owen.
Hello.
Good to have you here. We'll post the link for the Kickstarter so folks can tune in, and I'm sure there's a link at fiddlerowenkennedy.com. What have you got for us tonight?
Well, I'm Owen Kennedy, 16. I live in Winthrop, Maine. I'm going to start off with a few tunes from that album, which I recorded with Owen Marshall. It's called Owen Now. So, a lot of people have asked me, Owen, when are you going to make your album? Now. I'm going to play The White Houses of Shieldig and The Mill House. If you want to check out my Kickstarter, you can find it on Facebook and my website at Fiddler O. Kennedy. Thanks again to Club Passim and the Iguana Fund grant. Really grateful for getting that. There's a bonus to the Kickstarter as well. So I don't know if you knew this, but I have an alter ego Gnarly Dude. And when the Kickstarter reaches 2,500, you will get to see Gnarly Dude because it will be released to the public on Facebook and Kickstarter updates. Be ready. Now I'm going to play a new tune that I just learned a few weeks ago. So Pete Sutherland sent it to me as a challenge tune, and it's really fun, and I had to learn it. It's called Boxing Reel Number 2, written by Jeremy Kittle. Thank you to Matt and Club Passim for hosting this open mic night. If you want to hear more, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, my website, the whole shebang at Fiddler O. Kennedy.
Owen Kennedy sounding fantastic. Gnarly Dude. It's coming because I mean the Kickstarter's at like $2,100. I think you should have like that Gnarly Dude should be like a super goal, like a $25,000 goal. That's when he gets revealed. Well, we're glad to have you here. Good luck with the Kickstarter, and we'll see you again soon. That's Owen Kennedy, everyone. Amazing fiddle player from up in Maine. Coming up next is someone who's been here to our virtual open mic before, a recent transplant to the Boston area. The band name is Days.
Hey, thanks, Matt.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm happy to be playing again.
Yeah, great. Well, what have you got for us tonight?
So I'm really excited. So I'm starting this new music project called Days. So my name's Pat, by the way. But I'm having my first song come out this Friday, so I wanted to share that with you all. It's called 23. It's a nice, like, happy, upbeat folk song that I kind of wrote when I was a little down on my luck. I wasn't sure, if I was, going in the right direction, and I just kind of wrote the song to, like, pick my spirits up and just remind myself, we're right where we need to be. So if you like folk music, I think you'll like this song. It's called 23, and it comes out this Friday, March 4th. Thought we hit the end of the road. We had only gone where we were told. Some days the rain dropped right on time. Gave me the beat to write what's on my mind. Some days the rain just weighed it down and kept it heavy inside. Then I woke up at 23, and I'm finding it harder to believe that there's nothing like me. Yeah, there's nothing like me. And now I'm staying up to balance the receipt, working to find the money in time for you and me. And you're waiting so patiently, but baby, can you hear it coming in the night? Yeah, baby, can you hear it? It's our lullaby. Yeah, baby, can you hear it? Crowds, they are cheering for you, like you always knew. And all these letters sent are never returned with the same intent. Oh, when will I learn? It's getting harder not to resent it. Oh, I know you felt it too. It's got me acting out. Oh, how this happened? You always knew somehow. Sitting there on the couch, listening to the same old story for hours now. But baby, can you hear it coming in the night? Yeah, baby, can you hear it? It's our lullaby. Yeah, baby, can you hear it? Crowds, they are cheering for you. For you. Oh baby, can you hear it coming in the night? Yeah, baby, can you hear it? It's our lullaby. Yeah, baby, can you hear it? Crowds, they are cheering for you, like you always knew. Then I woke up at 23, and I'm finding it harder to believe. Thank you, everybody. So that was 23. It's the first song I'm releasing under this music project called Days. And if you would like to follow along, it's at Days Music Official on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And yeah, so if you like that, it'll be out on all streaming platforms this Friday, March 4th. And this next song is called Darling Child. I like it a lot. It's another kind of sad song, trying to keep it upbeat. I feel like that's how I kind of write music, to cheer myself up. Yeah, this will hopefully be recorded and released soon. But thank you.
She's hanging like water in the air when it needs to rain. Gripping every surface everywhere to pull herself up before she comes down. And she hides away to pick out that nervous itch, rereading these stories now to calm that constant tick. Feeling like a rush now, we're up too long, like trying to scratch the story off a run. But darling child, where do you lie? Darling child, where do you lie? Darling child, where do you lie when the tide rises? And they shipped her away to what they call a paradise, a cell to her with water on all four sides, a privilege for the few, of you with nothing to do but face that face she tries not to recognize. But darling child, where do you lie? Darling child, where do you lie? Darling child, where do you lie when the tide rises? It's so tempting to hold and cling to all those things that are saying. Sure, it's easier to lose the world to all those words you read before when you were young with so much hope. Followed your soul and never stopped for no one. But darling child, it's still inside. Just need to find it, 'cause now's the time. Darling child, where do you lie? Darling child, where do you lie? Darling child, where do you lie? Darling child, where do you lie when the tide rises?
Thank you.
Days is the new band name, artist name. Great to have you back again.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Great.
Yeah, you bet. Sounded good. Sounded good. All right, folks. That is our halfway mark for this Monday night, Tuesday night, Monday night open mic here It's always hard to tell what day of the week it is. Coming up next, we are going to have an act that has been here with us before. I believe they're from down in Georgia. This is Comanche Moon.
Hi, Matt. How are you this evening?
Good. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I'm here with my lovely wife, Kathy, and we're enjoying the warmer weather down here. Actually.
Oh, don't gloat. That's awful. We had one 70-degree day last week that was just
snowed.
random, and then we got a good 10 inches of snow a couple days later, and now it's really cold outside.
Yeah,
so enjoy your warmth. Enjoy that. That's great.
We are.
It's great.
Well, we're going to play 2 originals tonight, and the first one is going to be a song called Deserts, and Kathy is going to sing it, and we'll just go ahead and play it right here.
In the desert sand, the painted portraits, watercolored beaches are blue. A curious friend, an odd-looking portrait, all you can say is, oh, what a pity on you. Soon as the train leaves the station, I turn and wave goodbye to you. All the way now, all the way now. Right all the way home. Dans le sable de serre, un portrait peintu, plages aquarelles sont bleues. Une amie spéciale te regarde, mais tout ce que l'on peut dire est quel dommage. Quand le train part de la gare, je me tourne et te fais ainsi adieu. Allez-vous-en, allez-vous-en, vers toute la distance. In the desert sand, the painted portraits, watercolored beaches are blue. Curious friend, an odd-looking portrait, all you can say is, oh, what a pity on you. As soon as the train leaves the station, I turn and I wave goodbye to you. All the way now, all the way now. She cried all the way home.
All right. That was a song called Deserts. We're going to do a brand new one here. Find my capo here. And it's a little duet. Think you guys will probably like it a lot here.
Always alone, even at school. Never did like the golden rule. All that's changed now, the head of the class. Girl taught you something you think it's gonna last. Do it like I showed you, and do it right now. Do it like I showed you, yeah, that's the way I. Do it like I showed you, and do it right now. A little later on, you'll be working it out, having good times, leaving no doubt. Better remember what you learned along the way. Girl taught you something that you use to this day. Do it like I showed you, yeah, do it right now. Do it like I showed you, yeah, that's the way I. Do it like I showed you, yeah, do it right now. Let me tell you something, I know it's true. If it ain't that bad, well, it's good for you. Girl's gonna show you what to do. Well, you better listen up and follow through. She'll say, do it like I showed you, yeah, do it right now. Do it like I showed you, yeah, that's the way I. Do it like I showed you, yeah, do it right now. Do it like I showed you, yeah, do it right now. Do it like I showed you, yeah, that's the way I. Do it like I showed you, yeah, do it right now.
That's Comanche Moon.
All right, Matt. Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.
You
and
bet.
Don't forget, it's warm down here.
Yeah, yeah. We got better politics up here.
Yeah. Hey, well, we're hoping that everybody up there does stay warm and you guys come out of it pretty soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Thanks for playing for us tonight. That's Comanche Moon, everyone. And coming up now, we've got Bet Paget for you. Hello, Bet. How are you?
I'm all right, Matt. How are you?
Good. Good to see you again.
Same here. I won't talk about the weather down here because I'm in North Carolina and that's pretty close to Georgia, you know. But, you know, it's going to come to you soon as well.
Absolutely. Eventually, it always gets here, you know.
Right.
What have you got for us today, Bet?
I'm going to do an instrumental and then another song that I wrote. But this instrumental is one that I was noodling with when I was visiting my sister several years ago, and she said it sounded like Sprites in the Forest. So that's what I call it, Sprites in the Forest. This next song is one that I wrote about 5 or 6 years ago. I wrote it mostly for people who were living with homelessness. Actually, that's what it was written for, people living with homelessness. And as I think of all the many hundreds of thousands of people who have fled Ukraine, and when they come back home to their homes in Ukraine, hopefully they will have homes. So this is, tonight I'm singing this for Ukraine. It's called At the End of the Day. Where would you go? What would you do if all that you had was right there with you? How would you feel? What would you say? What does nothing look like at the end of the day? I'm blessed to be safe. I'm blessed to be warm. I'm blessed to have friends in the wake of a storm. For I know I have seen those who are living with needs. Their struggles are great. Each day they greet. How would I feel? What would I say? All my life I've had shelter at the end of the day. For someone cared for me, and yet I still believe. If not for chance, just where would I be? Was it luck or was it love? Or the way the stars shine from above? Aren't we all deserving of someone who cares? May I never know or feel the cold rain. Hope I'll always have shelter from that kind of pain. If there were a way that we could exchange, could I still give thanks at the end of the day? That's it.
That was absolutely beautiful, Bet. It's always great to have you here. Thank you.
It's always good to be here. Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It gives us an opportunity to hear folks like you that otherwise we might not get a chance to. So thank you for being here. That's Bet Paget, everyone. Such lovely, lovely music. Coming up now, we are going to hear from another regular here. Tom Anderson has got a couple of songs for you. Hello, Tom. Tom, you are muted right now, so you will need to unmute yourself.
All right, how's that?
There we go.
All right, good. All right.
We're all set now. What have you got tonight?
Well, I got two songs. One, I debuted here. I did a version of it like 10 months ago here, but it's going to stream on Friday, so I wanted to do that. And then I got another new song to try on you. So let me start. The first one, it's a superfan homage to Kathleen Edwards, who left the business and came back. It's called She's Back. When I was young, I had myself trouble so the wolves were circling, I had my nose, the kings were falling, but one and another, I swallowed lost my soul and lost my love. She picked me up and made me over. She's back. She's back. She's back. Singing her song, making it better. Right now, I gotta love her. I got no time for troubled summers. All those wolves, they're all undercooked. The kings are rising, one and another. I sold that soul and got another. I'm all picked up and all done over. She's back. She's back. She's back. Singing her song, making it better. Back, well, she never left. Back, or she went up north. Back, with a little shop. Back, up on the permafrost. Back, had wolves a howling. Back, had mounties fawning. Back, had kings coming. Back, had ice on it. Back, gotta fight the vortex. Back, gotta find some balance. She took that guitar from off the shelf. She raised her voice to the Borealis. Back. She's back. Singing her song, making it better. No tomorrow, there's trouble coming. Hungry wolves and heat immense. All kingdoms fall and all kingdoms end. The heads get on fire, look it's tense. Souls go hiding and time just spends. She'll need to sing to me again. She's back. She's back. She's back, singing her song, making it better. Great, thank you. The second song, it's new, but it's based on a 40-year-old memory, and I just gotta tell you the story. I had the good fortune to be in Japan, and my three friends put me on a train from Kyoto to Tokyo, and I went into the train. There are hundreds of Japanese teenage girls screaming and yelling, and I was on the other end, and I sat in the middle of the train and ended up sitting with this Japanese rock band, and all during the train ride, the fans kept bringing beautifully wrapped presents for the rock band, and we had pudding and beer all the way to Tokyo. Anyhow, 40 years later, imagined I got a present. This is called Girl from Osaka. My girl from Osaka, she called me Gaijin. She wouldn't touch me. She said I was poison. She gave me this flower. I breathed it so deeply. She said I should shower and go to the bath. My girl from Osaka, I just want to love you. My girl from Osaka, I just want to love you. Train to Kyoto, I talked to the shogun. He wouldn't fight me. Said I was poison. He gave me this mask, hide all my whiteness. Said never doubt this, nothing will last. Girl from Osaka, I just want to love you. Girl from Osaka, I just want to love you. We dove for the sponges, we danced on the tower. We bowed to Mount Fuji, we prayed to the Buddha. I ate live fish, just wanted to show you. My girl from Osaka, my girl from Osaka. Girl from Osaka,
wanna love you. Oh, 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 oh. Girl from Osaka, I just wanna love you. Oh, 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 oh. She wrote me a letter next year Christmas, half Japanese, half nearly English. Said she'd be coming, she'd fly to my city, bring me a present. Isn't it pretty? Girl from Osaka, I just wanna love you. Oh, 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 oh. Girl from Osaka, I just wanna love you. Oh, 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 oh. Girl from Osaka, I just wanna love you. Oh, oh, oh. Girl from Osaka, I just wanna love you. Oh, oh, oh.
Tom Anderson, good to have you back again.
Thank you very much.
I remember when you played that song about Kathleen Edwards before, and I just saw her tweeting recently. So if anyone doesn't know, Kathleen Edwards was a fairly successful singer-songwriter, and then got out of the business, opened a coffee shop in Canada, and the coffee shop was called Quitters. And now apparently she's sold Quitters, and she tweeted, "Yep, that's right, I quit Quitters." You know.
Yeah. That's good.
So good to have you back again, Tom.
Anyway,
good to see you.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you.
You bet. You bet. That's Tom Anderson. Coming up now, we've got someone who we've loved to have at the club before, and it's great to have her here at the virtual open mic again. Here's Erin Bonney. Hey, Erin, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
It's been fun having you in the backstage chat. You know.
Okay, so I love a good chat box.
It's great.
I just jump all
this,
over it.
This is like the rest of this is not for everyone. This is just for us backstage here. We get to
Yes. I love it so much. I think it's because I said last time, right? I'm a teacher by trade, and so I spent basically like the last 2 years teaching on Zoom. So I've gotten very good at curating, right, like a classroom community via chatting.
Interesting.
Yes.
But then there's the private chat, even part of Zoom that you can do, so you can make all your snide comments there. You know.
Exactly. Oh, I know the people like in my work group that I go with for the snide comments, like private DMs versus public DMs. Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you, Erin. What have you got for us tonight?
Well, it's funny. So I was like, oh, okay. I signed up and there were some alternate slots, and there weren't quite any on the full thing, so I wasn't sure if I'd get it, and so the slot opened up. I was like, oh great, well I guess I'll play the 2 songs that I was in the studio on Monday recording. But then I got here and I'm listening to everybody's songs, and Bet and Carol both really spoke to me and about the Ukraine and just what's happening right now. And so I think really there's only one song I could play, and I'm gonna do that one, and that's gonna be my song for the night. And I'll put it out there as my participation in the long-standing tradition of folk songs for social change. And I haven't played it in a while, so I do hope I've put my capo on the right fret. We're going to find out. It's called Peace. I do have this one out. It's been out for a couple of years now, but if you did want to check it out, it's one of my favorites. And so I'm going to send this one out to everybody right now, especially out in the Ukraine. Here we go. Holy houses drawing up battle lines, future? When will this war pass? When will there be? When will there be? When will there be peace? Drones and squad strikes rattle and shake the air. Terror nightly, but how did it get there? Dirty, mighty power and tasteless greed. A lust for women to stay on their knees. When will there be? When will there be? When will there be peace? Is the future scavenged from dust and bone? Is a country defined by its tombstone? Wreaths and flowers, hands on an unmarked grave. And those that died have something to say. When will there be peace? Let there be peace, sweet peace.
Aaron, Bonnie, that was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that for us tonight.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Oh, absolutely. Good to see you again.
You too.
Hope to see you in person soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's Aaron Bonnie, everyone. All right, we've got a couple of performers still to come. Next is a newcomer here to our virtual open mic. We have Dog Voice. And I would like an explanation of your band name. You are muted right now, so maybe only dogs can hear it. Is that your dog voice?
Yeah, exactly. No, hi. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
We are Melissa and Kurt, and our band is called Dog Voice. The meaning behind the name is the voice that people use when they're talking to their dogs.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
that makes sense.
We know a lot of dog people, and they're all great, and so we hear a lot of dog voice.
They're all great. There's nothing wrong with them.
Nothing
They're
wrong
not
with
really
that.
weird or anything.
But yeah, that was the inspiration.
Excellent. Well, you are local, is that correct?
Yeah, we're in Cambridge. We're right around the corner. We love
Great.
being at Passim in person, and can't wait to come back.
Well, we're excited to hear you here tonight at the virtual open mic. Take it away, Dog Voice.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to take these off. So our first song is called Foreverland, and it's a brand new one. We just finished it last week. It's based on the book by Heather Havrilesky that just came out. Yeah, here it is, Foreverland. You're thunder on the hill, you are a star. You're a bridge that someone told me wasn't going very far. You're a dustbuster of hope, you're a message in the entrails of a goat. You're a skeleton descending into tar. You're a cracking on the windshield of my broken little car. You're a howling at the moon, you're an icicle that's lasting into June. Sometimes loving you is a disaster, and sometimes loving you is fine. You are patient on occasion, you are wise. You're a giant with a curse that shrunk you down to human size. You're a twinkle and a spark, you're a shipwreck on an island in the dark. You're a wish upon an eyelash, you're a sun. You are Aries and Aquarius and Cancer rolled in one. You're a tarot card from hell, you're the silence in the ringing of a bell. Sometimes loving you is a disaster, and sometimes loving you is fine. And sometimes I feel sick of feeling grateful all the time. Lucky me that you are mine. Of the earth. You're a precious little wonder with inestimable worth. We complain and can't complain. We are opposites and magically the same. Sometimes loving you is a disaster, and sometimes loving you is fine. And sometimes I am sick of feeling grateful all the time. Lucky me that you are mine. Sometimes loving you is a disaster, and sometimes loving you is fine. And sometimes I just want to love you till the end of time. Lucky me that you are mine. Lucky me that you are mine. All right, so quick instrument change. Our second song is a little bit older. It's on, or we're working it up for our second album, which we're hoping is going to come out maybe sometime this summer. But yeah, it's called The Body Keeps the Score. And I've only just realized that both of our songs in this set are based on books. I promise we have songs that are not based on books. We do other things. But yeah, this is The Body Keeps the Score. My spine seems like it's forgotten how to be a spine. Pour one out for sitting like a ball of twine, or for sitting anyway at all. My teeth grind themselves to pieces while I try to sleep. Overnight I've turned into this weird antique, waking up and wincing at the wall. At least you can be sure the body keeps the score. But could the body not? I offer this appeal. My broken little heart, could we just maybe not? Let's skip this whole ordeal. It's keeping quite a lot. It's getting hard to feel alive. narrative at all. At least you can be sure the body keeps the score. I've never read the book, I don't read anymore. My broken little heart, could we just maybe not? I humbly implore. I think I get the point. The point's hard to ignore. At least you can be sure. At least you can be sure. The body keeps the score. The body keeps the score. The body keeps the score. The body keeps the score.
Sounding great. So good to have you here at the open mic.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
That's Dog Voice, everyone. You can visit them at dogvoice.bandcamp.com to pick up their music, and hope to see you again.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we have one final performer for tonight's open mic. Make sure you do visit passim.org/open mic, where you can make a donation and also sign up for future open mics, and keep an eye out tomorrow for the relaunch of the Pear Fund at passim.org/pear fund, PEAR fund, Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund. Because we're going to be rebooting that to raise more money to help musicians in need these days for their projects. And we have one final performer here for you tonight. We've got Chelsea from Travels with Brindle. Hello, Chelsea.
Oh, hang on. Am I muted?
Nope, we can hear you.
Oh, good. Great. How are you doing tonight, Matt?
Doing all right.
Glad to hear it.
All right. Well, why don't you take us home?
Sounds good. Well, have a lovely evening, everyone. I'm going to play two songs that I just had to do for a ukulele recital that I had a couple weeks ago. This is the first song on an album that I'm hoping to release at some point when I have the money. This is called Something's Wrong, and it goes like this. Victorians from first bell to close. this man. Sun is rising, still got your letter. The from field is etched in my retinas. Today I sleep in yesterday's clothes. Today I dream in binary code. Something's wrong, I haven't kissed him. Something's wrong, I haven't held his hand. Something is wrong. What am I missing? Why do I care about this man? Something's wrong. This is my next song. This is called Paper Vampire, and it goes like this. I woke up this morning in a bed that wasn't mine. I woke up this morning in a bed that wasn't mine. There was no room in the dorms for me. Put your family in a bind. Headboard points to where you're going. Footboard points to where we've been. Headboard points to where you're going. Footboard points to where we've been. You took the story with you when you departed for Japan. Paper vampire drained me dry. Need to leave, can't bide my time. Pack my PJs in my suitcase with my sundries and my clothes. Make sure I've got my toothbrush. I don't know when I'll be home. Keep my train fare and my passport in the lining of my coat. Paper vampire drained me dry. Need to leave, can't bide my time. Am I in your story? 'Cause I know that you're in mine. Am I in your story? 'Cause I know that you're in mine. Will you see me or just look at me when next our paths align? wasn't mine. Thank you.
That's Chelsea from Travels with Brindle wrapping things up here at the virtual open mic tonight from Club Passim. Thanks for playing for us, Chelsea.
Thank you.
You bet. Tomorrow night is the first day of Women's History Month, and we've got a great show of women in music happening tomorrow night, hosted by Abby Altman and Rachel Sumner. And so keep an eye out on our social media here, and make sure you visit passim.org to find out all the shows that we have coming up. We've got a lot of great ones coming up throughout the spring. Spring's coming, folks. We're almost there, and we're so happy to be presenting music to you night after night, and we'll talk to you again soon. Good night.